Boom! This is Julian.
Yeah, this is Karel, you know.
Welcome to an all new late night rap. Carry what go on.
Another day I hold it, another day in paradise, you know.
Cooler man. We have big things to discuss today, you know. Because veteran entertainer, Grindsman, is threatening to sue Vibes Cartel over his hit single, Ben's Punani. You know what go on, Carl?
You ever know where I'm going this?
Huh?
Copyright infringement, allegations of copyright
That-
infringement,
that's right.
and all these things,
Right?
you know.
It's over the single Ben's Punani. As you know, Grindsman recorded his hit Ben's Punani in 1990, and then in 2010, Kartel recorded his Ben's Punani, which sampled Grindsman's original song. No, Grindsman is alleging that he was never contacted about the song, and it was used, and as you know, that turned out to be a big hit single for Kartel, and the rest is history. But this is not new in the dancehall space, in the music space, where um, entertainers have alleged breach of copyright, right? And we have a special guest today to help us discuss this. He's a dancehall legend, businessman, none other than Nigel Grandison, aka Little Lenny.
Yes, I.
Little Lenny, welcome to the show. Big up, sir. That is an honor
Only for respect,
having you.
only for respect, man. See,
Your man. Respect, respect. So,
right.
Little Lenny, boy, this is, as I said, this is not nothing new. It keeps on rearing its ugly head. This thing about copyright infringement, and it's more prevalent among the veteran dancehall artists who, recorded hits back in the days, and then now, we're seeing allegations of people sampling those hits and allegedly not paying their due. So we'd love to hear from you what you think about this development, right?
I I am glad you made the link, because I have been through that segment already. But let me tell you, most entertainers in the early stage really never know about copyright and all of them things. A few of them did, but especially the youth them from my era, they weren't familiar with this copyright. Even me, because I went through that recently where my song was done over by a Spanish artist by the name of El General, right? So we pursued the copyrights after I learn and understand the thing. And I mean, I was successful. I never get to my one, but the process was successful. And even now, another young artist of today's era has done over one of my songs and him come do another verse in a recent time. But we don't have an argument with nobody because my publishers will take care of that, you know. So I wish Grindsman had taken that step from before. But I mean, with what is happening and where it reached now, I think Vibes should have respond to him and probably just do a little thing because I'm hearing conflicting stories now that it was Baby Wayne song. Me and Baby Wayne and Grindsman coming from the same era. And I've never heard, I never tell us a Baby Wayne never said Ben's Punani, but he never recorded it. Not that I've ever even, I never hear it. You understand? Grindsman is the one who me know where come out with a song. I think he may even record it at one point for Shocking Vibes. I'm not sure. I don't hold me to it, but he used to record the Shocking Vibes. So what I'm saying is that I mean it could have been dealt with better. You know, we never need all of this. And we just hope Adisha just respond to him and just take time and sweep that under the carpet. Because a minor issue that don't need for because I see a whole heap of people that disrespect the youth. And Grindsman was really and truly a giant of his era, you know. So when Mr. From Little Youth come and I say, "Oh no, Grindsman, that is very disrespectful." It would have come like you ask, "Who know about Marley?" See?
Yes, yeah.
Because Grindsman was a giant of his era. Am I right or am I right, Mr. Walker?
No, well, I mean, I think, Nigel, that if he wasn't a giant of his era, he certainly was a genius, that a man who the younger generation called one of the best writers ever of dancehall.
Yeah,
Did have to use Grindsman thing.
exactly.
A man with him say can write so well. Oh, that did so. If he wasn't a genius, this man who the younger generation say is the king
Yeah,
of dancehall. Oh, him go find that after all of the music them when it making in the 90s, him find Grindsman son. That means a Grindsman did have something go on there, not true.
yeah, man. Grindsman was a powerful brother
But
back in the day.
what
Let me tell
what
you.
I need to ask you say
Let me
about
tell
the
you.
issue of artists,
Yeah,
right? In your era. Um, it was a different time and era,
yeah,
right? And this thing has been happening. We hear even before your era. There were a lot of artists who now dead and gone, pass and them all the man who dead and gone to say the man who was responsible for bringing Jamaican music in the early Alton Ellis's, those era, the John
remember,
Holt's, all
remember,
of those era. Those
remember,
artists
Alton,
never get them due either.
remember, Alton had to fight for his royalties and his
And
publishing.
Delroy Wilson
Oh
and
God,
and, 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 and the early Dennis Brown and those artists when they work with certain famous producers who get a lot of accolades, they
and
were not given their due in terms of the sale of their records,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Because
You know,
and in your era it was bad, but why was it you think it happened that artists like you never pay attention to that aspect of the business of music?
all right, I can speak from my angle. See, I never know nothing about publishing. You understand? Me never know that publishing existed or anything like that. I was just enjoying the moment of the stardom. Understand? And as a little ghetto youth, you get the opportunity to go to different countries. And you were just focusing on the money that you were getting immediately. The little twopence where, because even the little chumps where you get immediately, was just a fraction of what you were supposed to get. But because you were not paying attention, remember I said we are ghetto youth, we don't know nothing about nothing, we don't have no shoes, we don't have no clothes, with umpteen amount of money, we get up and have a breakfast. So this is like a new light a shine upon you when you make a hit song and you wake up in a foreign country with 2,000 US dollars in your pocket. You understand what I say? You don't pay attention to anything else. See? So everything else is happening, But you now know because you're so happy for what go on. And you can buy mama a piece of bread now and make mama smile. You understand? From the little bit where you are get from the guys, them way know the business. You understand? And I broke your foot. And you now know. You now know. So now we turn big people and we have a better understanding of the thing. So we start to pursue them thing there. We lose. You understand? So you realize now a lot of guys are going to get in a problem for them thing. See, because it is there, And once this yours, you must get it, See? If you don't get it, somebody is gonna be held responsible for not paying over your money to you. Understand? So it
Well,
does.
the examples are numerous. One of the most famous one in recent times, we see the man named Flowagan and Miley Cyrus not up. But it's not a Jamaican thing
Right.
because we also see Drake and Marvin Gaye estate not up as well,
Seeing.
right? And the examples are numerous.
We have,
So
we have,
now
we have
I saw something on social media.
Mhm.
I think this needs to be explained to the younger generation interested. I saw something on social media where they were talking about a singer like Sanchez, who most of his hit songs were cover versions.
All right.
Could you
I,
explain the days of the 45 as it relates to streaming and what Sanchez did
can
to
I, can I,
compensate the
yeah,
people who
because
he sung their
what
creation?
we understand from that is that whenever Sanchez them sing over a song, they would put adopted. See? So they don't claim the rights to that song. Understand? If they don't put the name of the writer, they would put adopted. So so whoever write it would I get them thing because Sanchez not claiming it. You understand? And as a man who involved in the music business too, you're supposed to also have some experience of royalties. Because I personally produce song with the eye. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know that part of me still, you know. But
See?
I have a question. I have
I,
a
I,
question, Karen. I have a question for Lenny. Lenny, so um, if you can just give us an idea of how difficult it is when a veteran artist, right?
Yeah.
Maybe things weren't, you know, straight back in the days in terms of publishing, etc. Then now you get violated. How difficult is it to get what's due to you right now? What you have to go
Like,
through?
in some cases it's difficult, but in some cases because in my case now, the brother was claiming that him do the song before me, and that couldn't be because when them check it back, is the actual version that the actual rhythm that we made. Him play the version and sing it back and DJ it back in a Spanish pan a 2 track. So that was clear. That was a clear cut thing. You understand what I say? But in some cases, like right now, we have cases that go on where it's kind of difficult because in a certain case, I used to made it sign a contract and which I never did. You understand? So them cases are kind of difficult because the man will say him have rights to my thing now. I have to produce his documentation. You understand? If you say, well, Lenny did sign, which I know I did, you know? So
Man.
all of that will come out in due time.
all right, another that carry me to another dynamic in the thing because I'm going back to the Grindsman issue because let us say Grindsman, as you say, didn't know about the business aspect of music in terms of him creative genius, so he must get paid for him copyright and him creation and him thing, right? And let us
Yeah,
say he voiced that song for John Brown.
yeah,
And John Brown, who knew that aspect of the business, take the royalty for himself, take the publishing for himself, sign off the man thing, take the publishing for himself. All of that money now, up to that point, went into that man's pocket. All
yeah, man.
right?
Yeah, if
So
Grindsman,
so
continue.
now, apart from say Vibes Cartel, who is the allegation is that Vibes Cartel infringed on him copyright, right? What about the man who was collecting before Vibes Cartel used the man lyrics?
Yeah,
What about that producer? Because a lot of producers, I think that may have happened to you too.
yeah, man.
Took your publishing
Collect your publishing and them never write a
and
line.
sign off and probably is that not forgery and fraud?
Yes, man, that definitely is.
And
Definitely.
don't you deserve to get paid for that part of it too?
Yes, man. Yes, man. And as I tell you, Grindsman case is easy to prove, despite what anybody wants to say. So, but I think them should just deal with it differently. You know what I mean? There? Because the whole way I want in this thing in the Rasta. See? And with evolution, you have always have new artists that come and them all look back on the old style and them all want to touch it. You understand what I say? As me tell you, say, one of the brother them touch my thing right now. And, but I have to call nobody, but I call nobody, brother, because the thing register. So, I mean, he should have gotten clearance. See, because that's another aspect in it, where you can tackle a man because you never give clearance. It's not only just because him sing over your song and the publishing did it. Him should have contact you if you get clearance. You're supposed to authorize a man to say, well, then boy, yeah, go ahead and touch the thing. Understand? If you notice, Flogan thing is really clearance, You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You use him thing and he never give clearance to use it. And if you notice a lot of other cases, it's clearance. See, Shaggy come back and say he wanted to record on a certain rhythm, and the artist just decide to them now give them clearance for drop the thing.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? I never see him sing over the song and him just dip on the rhythm, man, because the thing on a theme one. Somebody had to give clearance for it to be released. And the person said them now give no clearance. You understand what I
So
say?
let me ask you something now. If me say me hear me want to sing over she have the healthy body and me come to Nigel and say, Nigel, me know me want to sing over that song there. And you say, yes, you have clearance to sing it. But does it mean you still get paid?
Yes. That is when the publishing come in now. You give
Yeah.
clearance, so the publishing is buying.
Oh, okay. So you make a deal to say, well, all right,
Yeah, man.
give me 5 cents out of every dollar and you go
Yeah,
eat your food
give me
because
the
you have
publishing.
money.
See? You
Yeah,
give
yeah, you understand?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, I just run there with the thing, so you still
Oh,
have to get the publishing. So me I say,
okay,
yeah, man.
okay, okay. You see, the thing about that, because me have a little bit of journalism training,
The whole heap,
it
man.
also tell you if you use a man, so if you use a man information, basically,
Yeah,
you need to credit your source.
definitely.
This article was first published in the Daily Globe or the Jamaica or wherever. You understand? You need to credit your source.
Yeah, man.
I got the information from such and such. You can't just run with something and somebody else did publish it or broadcast it first. And you just go on like it's yours.
True, true.
That's also copyright infringement.
Copyright
It's also, I
infringement.
remember, you have a thing when you intellectual integrity too, You know in your art you use the man thing, right? You know in your art you use the man thing. The man same want something off him thing. Sometimes them thing they not have to reach a court. It might cost you less.
That is what me I
It
say.
might cost you less.
Don't forget to the court. You
Because
can,
in this specific case now, Grindsman was a giant. When you say Julian, 1990,
1990,
and
yeah, that's right.
20 years afterwards, 2 decades afterwards,
That's right.
right? When more money are running at the business and
Mhm.
everything, you use that song. And now you're one of the leading earner in the genre. You know, call the veterans, say veteran, me know say thing hard and time tough, so here what. You see, true, me love your thing and me use your thing. And it could have been dealt with differently. And I don't think it would have reached to the public ears, one, or to a legal realm. It not reach a court.
In my
Just
case,
how you deal with people.
you just see me I bring on a man up on stage and him just appear on my stage and people don't wonder why me endorse him so. Because me use him thing and me also a build him. You understand what I say? If there's
Yeah.
a situation where it need to be built, me go build him. See him? Come here say boy, yeah man, me use the thing and it take me to a certain level. So why not carry you to, you understand what I say? Show some gratitude. You see me I say
Yeah.
that is my take. See me I say?
Yeah.
You know want nobody
I,
can rush
I
me
know,
I say. But
yeah, man.
you
I
just
know the
say,
thing.
you know,
The thing is, man, that in Jamaica, quite often Jamaicans will see older artists not living at a standard that they would have believed that this person
yeah,
should be living at, right? And it's a shame that many of these artists, right, that who should be earning from royalties are not earning from royalties.
yeah,
Yet many people use their work. You see it on TikTok, you know, in the dance hall, people use them work and they're not being compensated. So what I want to ask you is, the industry, right? Dancehall industry. Is there an effort being made to get these older artists, right, straighten up in terms of paperwork and all that so they can earn from their intellectual property?
all right. You see that effort that you're talking about is on the artist. So we'll have to educate yourself and
Mhm.
find a publisher. See? And sign up your thing then because all of us know aware of publishing now. See?
Yeah,
All of us is aware of it. So why not find a company and register your stuff? You understand what I say? That is the way to go right now. Register your stuff even before you drop it, or as you drop it, you send a listing of the thing to your publishers and make them do them work. See, and you won't have a problem.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. You see,
I
it's,
think the one.
but it's that for me.
Hold up. The
Go ahead.
one. Don't pass the point there, because there was a local group some years ago. I think the Golden Brothers, George R.I.P. and his brother were integral in that thing where they were trying to educate artists about how to go about collecting their royalties, their publishing, and their copyright. And there is an organization that I think if you go to Java,
Mm-hmm.
the Jamaica Association of Vintage Artists and Affiliate, I think them have a branch that the artists of those that era, they were trying to see how much them could have did collecting for them man there, because a lot of them artists there from the rock steady, from the early days of reggae, and them man they get the beaten the most, you know.
Don't see a dollar, bro. Some of them are living
Yeah.
at
Some of them die penniless, man.
yes, man.
Right?
Yes.
And them man they get the
What,
beaten.
what I don't like with the new generation of entertainers, they behave like they have no farmer respect for the people before them. You understand what I say? It's like, sure, but remember, another couple of years down the line, you're gonna be us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, just try and remember that. So
It's a cycle.
yes, man. Yes, I am. See? So, just look out for each other, Rasta, no matter how old a man is.